welcome to Ready Set Demo for a little technique video. I've been having a play with some designer paper that I found. It was actually in a kit that we'd received at on stage, and I'd never got around to doing it, and I was chatting to all my demo friends too much to actually craft while I was there. And so I just sat here and did a bit of colouring yesterday to put it together, but it actually had two sets in it for some reason. So I thought I would, with this one, show you a different technique for colouring. So obviously in this one, we've just coloured in the flowers. I used some, I think I used some petal pink. I used a bit of the lemon lolly in light and dark. And I have used the granny apple blends to do some colouring. And I've just noticed, you know, when you sit back and look and then you suddenly realise you missed a couple down at the bottom. Look, I missed some leaves. Okay, so this is one way that we can colour it in. And the little critter, the little snail, is from Wild Bunch. And I'm still playing with these. I know that they're no longer available in, well, they're no longer available in some areas. They are still available at the time of filming. They're still available in Europe. I'm not sure about South Pacific, but I'm sorry, I know they've gone for my North American friends. So I am going to just show you something completely different in colouring with this one, and then we're going to do the koala as well. So what you can do, instead of colouring the actual elements of the designer series paper, and this can be any black and white paper, instead you're going to go ahead and colour the surrounding area. Now, you can do this with a very vibrant colour, but I tend to favour colouring with a paler blend. And if you go around the edges first and then colour in the white edges, the white parts in the middle, it makes it easier. Yeah, just doing your edges gently first, and then you can just go and colour. And because these are blends, as the name suggests, it will all blend in and not look kind of liney. But you've just got to watch, like I missed those leaves down there. You've just got to watch where your white is as you colour. Now I'm just going to go ahead and colour the rest of this, and I'll be back with you. Right, so that gives you the first option when you're doing the colours from behind. I will just mention the technique of this is kind of reverse colouring, I would describe it as. And you can also do it with stamps. You could stamp your image and then colour behind. And while I'm quickly talking about techniques, because I'm going to move on and show you something else, did you know that I have been teaching techniques in Ready Set Demo for years? And at this point, we have over 200 different techniques that you can learn. Why don't you head over to Ready Set Demo after you've watched this video? I'll leave a link in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. And have a look at all the technique classes that are available and see if any of them call to you. So let's have a little look at another option. So another option, so here we've just got effectively kind of like a two-tone, but if I go and colour in the leaves and only colour in the leaves, so leave all the flowers and just go for leaves. So you've got to be quite careful to make sure that you are picking all of those leaves out. As you go, you might notice some of those bits that you you've missed, like there. So yeah, just go and put all of those leaves in, and what that then means is that it looks as though all the flowers are white. So you're going to leave that as white flowers onto a blue background. And it does give a different sort of look once you colour all the leaves in. Have we got all the leaves? Can you see any that I'm missing? Oh, yep, down here. And I also see another little bit of background there. It is one of those things when you're doing this sort of colouring that you do need to go back and check. There's a little bit there that I think should be background as well. Right, I think that's it. So let's go on to step 2, and that's just to finish this off. I'm going to stamp my little critter. He's so sweet. I'm stamping him twice because his ear is just coming off there a little bit, and I'm quite happy, like with his tail, I'm quite happy to have that going over the edge. So I'm going to colour him on this one. I'm going to give him a nose in light pecan pie. Get a little shine on it. He's so sweet. And then I'm going to do in light crumb cake. On this background one, I'm just going to do any little extra bits that are outside. I think it's only there that we're doing. He's kind of like a sketched look to him. I'm going to take that's the light. Let's take the light Barely Blush. Do the inside. Oh, that's the top rather than the inside. A bit of shading with the dark crumb. I'm going really quite lightly on there. I'm not wanting to put too much dark onto him. And then I'll go back in with the light and blend that in. There we go. So I'm going to fussy cut this one out, and I'm not going to worry. I'm going to make sure I go over the black lines. I'm not going to worry about all the little detailed sketchy bits at the edge, because they're going to be picked up on this piece here. And then just check whether I need to do any extra colouring around the edge. No, I think that will be fine. I'm going to glue him on. Like so. And that just saves me doing all that fussy cutting. And then we're going to take, this is a 1 3/4 circle, and I'm going to take a 2 1/4 circle, punch out of there so I can layer this one up. Now on the original design, this was offset, and I think that's what I'm going to do. On this one, as you can see, I have cut down the centre bit and layered it. But I think with this background technique, I'll sort of do this. And which side am I going to have him? I'll have him over that side. So we'll put this one on first. And the good thing about putting the layer down first, because it's got a great big hole in it, I'm not then sticking this onto a layer and getting it all over my glass mat. Who's done that before? Okay, or worse still, onto grid, and then you've actually stuck it on. And then I'm going to pop this little one up on some dimensionals. I thought I'd stuck him on. I obviously didn't. Right. So we'll have that just there. Stick him on. He's so cute. He's so cute. And then you could put a greeting on as well. Or it could be a just because type of note card and not have a greeting. So do you like that technique? Is that something that you would do? I hope you did like it. And as I say, remember, there are lots and lots and lots more techniques that you can learn over at Ready Set Demo. Thanks for visiting today. Bye.